What's up, YouTubers and roulette calculators family? Ed Clark back with session number 3 using the dealer tracker, where we're only tracking the last 3 results, the most current results from that dealer, and only betting a neighbours of 17, which would cover those 3 highlighted numbers. Now, if the highlighted numbers can't be covered with 17 number neighbour bet, we won't make the bet. Now, I want to thank everybody that is already a subscriber to this channel, and also the members of Roulette Calculators. And if you're not currently a member of Roulette Calculators, pause this video, click on the link in the description and set yourself up a free account so you can chat to myself and all of the other members there. Likewise, if you're not subscribed to this channel, again, click subscribe and hit that notification icon, and that way you'll get updated with all of the new videos and strategies that I post. Now, I want to put a disclaimer out there. The tools on Roulette Calculators are just that, they're tools. In no way am I guaranteeing that you will win at roulette. I've been using these tools for several years now, and as most of my following know, I win way more than I lose, but I'm not guaranteeing that you'll win. So please don't think that this is 100% going to win guide, or the tools are there to guarantee you're going to win. They are just that, they're tools. When you enter the numbers, they're going to show you the table or dealer's history, and then we make educated decisions on whether or not we should bet. And that, I just want to get that out the way, because a lot of people are messaging me and saying, am I guaranteed to win with this? Absolutely not. But I personally 100% believe that using these tools, if you use them correctly, you will win a lot more than you lose. And that's just my own preference, but I can't guarantee that. So anyway, we're going to get on with this session. That's my little rant over. But if you've been following my other videos, I took £20 up to £57, then £57 to £110, and in this one we're going for 160 to give us a £50 profit. Now, I'm going to basically just show you here. Now, when I end up stretching the screen like this, you can actually see that the calculator just up there is perfect size for me. Now, if I wanted to make that smaller, if you're on a PC, you just press Control and the minus key. Just hold Control in and then tap the minus key, and the window will get smaller, as long as that window's highlighted. Likewise, if you want to make it bigger, it's Control and then the plus icon, and on a Mac, which is what I'm using, it's Command and then the plus and minus icons. So I hope that clarifies that. Let's get on with the session, and again, in this one I am going to Roulette Azure, because they do the nice low stakes, and on the calculators I'm setting the settings there to track the last 3 results. Now, you can track more than 3 results, however I like to do 3 results because that shows us the most current data. If you're tracking 15 results, it's going to be quite scattered on there, and if you're betting on some of the older results, the dealer might have changed their spin speed or the way they're releasing the ball. So I like to have the most current 3 results, and what that means is, because I'm only betting when I can cover the last 3 highlighted numbers. As you can see there, we've got the highlighted numbers on the table. If I can't cover all 3 of them, I won't bet. So if they are in a signature or in a pattern and I'm covering them, and it just takes 1 spin to go out of whack, that means I'll stop betting. So I'm not risking betting in the wrong area for a long period of time. I've also had a few comments on my last video with people saying that they can't actually find a dealer that is giving them 3 results in a certain section, and I'm really not sure how, because I have not spent any time on these last 3 sessions that I've done. I haven't spent any time waiting, trying to find a dealer that does group up consistently. You can see on this one they are spread out, but it only usually lasts 3 or 4 spins. So as you can see there, 23's gone next to number 10. In this one, again, they're spread out a little bit. Now, I'm just going to skip through because obviously I want to get to the betting. Now, you can see here they are perfect to bet on. Unfortunately, I was in the toilet, nature called, and I didn't put the bet on. So we'll skip through until I make the bet. Now, here you go. You can see that 24, 23 and number 6, they're all grouped up. My current balance now with that bet on the table is £107, because I'm doing my starting bet at £3.40 total bet, which is 20 pence per number. And as you can see up there, we've got the neighbours set to 8, which means we're covering 8 numbers to the left and to the right. of the number that we're clicking on, which gives us a total of 17. So here you can see that went to number 17, so we hit that one that was in that vicinity. So that's put our balance up to £114. Now again here, this is looking fairly nice. I decided to put the neighbours on number 17. Obviously we've got 13, 21 and number 4. They're all highlighted, so that's looking good. And in this, as I have done in the past few videos, I'm using a martingale progression. So if I miss, I'll just double the bet. And if I miss, I'll double the bet. And I've not seen it really go past 3 misses. So that would be a total of 4 bets. That's the maximum I've done on this one. You can see this one's just missed. That's gone to number 29. But the opposite spin is still looking pretty damn good. 28, 4 and 25. So as you can see, I just gauged the neighbours bet with my eyeball there. I'm just going to pause the video. So all I do is try and cover the 3 results. And if I see any like this, where you can see 25 and 4 there, they're closer together, I tend to favour that side a bit more. So I'll put the neighbours a little bit more on that, if that makes sense. So as I mentioned, I missed the last one. So I've increased the bet now from 20 pence per number to 40 pence per number, which totals £6.80 for the bet there. So we're looking for it to land around 0. And it did it. Boosted all the way around to number 2, which was quite nice. It's always bad when it does that, and it's the opposite of where you want it to go. But you can see here they've spread out a little bit. So this is my sign or cue to not bet on this one, because I can't really cover all 3 of those. And you will see a bit further on in the video, there are times where they are all within the area, but I don't actually make the bet because I feel like they're a bit too spread out, and I want to obviously guarantee well, I can't guarantee it, but I want to give myself the best odds at winning. So that went on 0, so that's actually quite good. That's in between those. And you can see here I can place a bet on here, covering from 36 to 15. So I put the neighbours on 34. Again, I'm favouring that 36-27 side. I'm just going to turn the aircon off because it's getting a bit cold now. There we go. It's either too hot or too cold in Thailand. It's always too hot. And see, I forgot to close my email, so I do that now. Stop that. It's spammed. And you see that went to number 3. So we just missed that one. Just missed that by a couple there. So that was again the first bet into the progression that I missed. And I just answered that right back by doing another progression here, putting that to 40 pence per number. So I'm just increasing it from 20 to 40 pence. And again, covering those 3 highlighted numbers there. For those of you that aren't familiar with the dealer tracker, the numbers really don't have anything to do with it. The dealer tracker simply measures the distance from where the ball has been spun from to where the ball lands. And that's what the highlighted numbers are. So as you can see, that went to 22 and that gave us the win there. So now we start the progression back from the beginning again. Now I just kind of highlight here and say we can cover from number 4 to 31, which is the extremities of the edge of the bet. So I don't bother putting the bet on this one. I like to see them a bit closer together, you know. So basically the end of the bet would be on number 4 and the other end would be on 31. So I prefer to see them a bit more within that area. And as you can see here, number 5, that would have been a miss, so it's a good choice not to have placed the bet there. So most of it is just using your common sense as well. So number 34, this one does look like a solid place to bet because they're fairly close, so I can overlap left of 36 and right of number 4, giving us a nice solid area to place the bets. So currently the balance is £119 and I've got £3.40 on the table. Let's hit land just after 0. And it does just that, number 21. So that's right in that section again, which is beautiful. What I always explain to people, we're covering 17 numbers. Now, if you think about it, it's pretty similar to doing a bet on red, black, odd, even, high or low. However, this, we're taking into account the dealer's previous results on a neighbour's bet. Now, if you're just betting on red and black, as you can see on the roulette wheel, it goes red, black, red, black, red, black. And there's no real structure there, so the dealer typically won't have a signature. People do look for patterns with reds and blacks, but I just think that's a bit of a stretch. You know, we're covering an area of the wheel, an area of the roulette wheel, which the dealer is hitting more frequently. So again, here you can see number 33, 16, and number 11. That's looking really nice there. They're all kind of grouped together. So I'm still on the first bet. There's no progression because the last win came in for us. So you can see now we've got 123 in the balance and £3.40 on the table. As I mentioned before, I want to take this up to £160, which will give me another £50 session, £50 profit session. And bear in mind, we've done all of this from £20, so we've taken £20 up to 57, then 57 to 110, and now 110 to 160, hopefully. So yeah, you can see here number 35 to 34. We can cover that, and it overlaps a couple either side. It's not the best layout, but we decide to go for it. And again, we're just doing the first bet in the betting series because the last one that we put on won for us. And again, like I mentioned, if you're betting on reds and blacks, having that success rate where you're hitting most of your wins is very, very unlikely. And as you can see here, number 3, another perfect hit there. Now, of course, it doesn't mean you're not going to hit every time because it is roulette and all it takes is that ball to hit the diamond at a funny angle or hit one of the riffles and just bounce back the opposite way. So all we're doing is, that's the idea of the progression, is we're covering 2 or 3 misses to carry on with our wins. Now, I've played roulette long enough and I've also seen reds, blacks, highs, lows, odds and evens go to a ridiculous length. You know, I've seen sort of 15 reds or blacks come out in a row, and I do feel for the people that are doing the martingale. So you can see here, that went to number 4. That's the opposite side of the table, which wasn't good for us, but of course that was only our first miss. So now I'm just chucking that neighbours straight on number 18. And instead of 20 pence, I'm doing a 40 pence bet. And this dealer's been fairly consistent for the most part. You can see how close together her results have been, like 9, 22 and 28. There's only a gap of 3 there in between those. Now, I believe on this session we do have a 3 misses at some point. But you can see that wasn't one of them. That landed on number 12, so again that was perfect. Yeah, perfect thing there. So that's put me up to £138. So you can see with this, I mean, we're doing very low stakes still, 20 pence per number, but you can see that the increase is pretty good. And the dealer's just left now, so what I have to do is log a new dealer and see how this one performs. So all I do is refresh the calculator and I'm setting the spinster track to 3 again, and I'm entering the previous dealer's last number, which was number 12, because that's where this dealer is going to spin the ball from. So I'm just going to skip through a little bit because obviously we have to log 6 numbers as it's a multi-direction table. Okay, I've highlighted that bit, but that's not good. This one looks pretty good. So you can see here number 4, 28 and 26. They're nice and grouped together. So I decided to put the bet on, and we wasn't in a progression, so again it's just from the get-go we're just doing 20 pence per number. But yeah, I'd love to hear any of your questions. I get so many people asking me questions on the emails. So number 28 is just coming, that's given us the win. But I get so many people emailing me asking questions. If you want to drop your comments or questions on the YouTube channel, on the comment section below, it's a bit better, or even on the network, because I can answer that and then everybody can benefit from the answer, because I do get asked the same questions quite a lot. So in this case, you can see there's no point in betting, because number 5 and 31 are looking good, but number 32 was one of the previous results, or that area of the board. And you can see that went to number 29, so it's kind of in between all of that mess. And here's not looking too bad. You can see the area of 26 up there, that's been landed on twice, and number 17 once. So I'm going right in between those, and I'm favouring the 26 side a bit more, covering right up to, I think, number 18. Yeah, up to number 18. So I'm covering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 past number 26. And you can see there that landed on number 19, so smack bang in the middle there, which was lovely. So that's put my balance up to 146. We haven't had that the 3 miss yet. I think that happens soon. This one, I don't know if I bet on this. I think I show that it's... Oh no, I do put the bet on, sorry. But yeah, it's typically one that I would be a bit cautious about, because they're quite at the extremities again. So number 34 and 5, there's not much leeway past those. Yeah, I still put the bet on because it's typically behaving fairly well. But you can see here that it landed perfectly there in that middle section, number 2. So we got the win from that one. And that's put us up to £149.80. So again, we're getting closer and closer to our target. And again, if you're still watching this and you enjoy the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I post a video pretty much every day with either my gameplay or a new idea for a strategy. And also, you should check out roulettecalculators.com, because there's a ton of really good contributors on that are killing it as well, and they're smashing all of their ideas and strategies. So you can see that one, we just missed that by I think 1 or 2 numbers there. It's okay, the opposite spin looks fairly consistent as well, so we decide to give that a go. Now I'm not sure if this is the one that misses, but I know we get 3 misses, which means we go from 20 pence to 40 pence to 80 pence per number, which isn't a huge progression. Obviously, I know with some martingale systems you have to go crazy high. And yeah, this is that one. So you can see there it went to number 16. So again, we missed that one by a few numbers. But the opposite spin's looking pretty good. I can just slap that straight on number 9, and I believe this is the 80 pence per number 1, which is a total bet of £13.60. So not a huge amount. I could definitely go a few more steps further into this, especially with my balance now. And again, remember, I've taken my balance from £20 up to this, so I'm just doing a few sessions showing you the increases that can be done using this particular system. You can see that goes to number 28, which again is perfect for us. That gives us the win there, and that's boosted me right up to £154 in my balance. So I'm only £6 away, or £5.20 away from my goal. Now I believe I sit out on this one because that went up further than it typically does. I just wanted to watch the dealer and make sure that she hasn't changed her spin speed, because typically she hasn't had a couple of misses. So there's nothing wrong with sitting out for a few spins. There really isn't. It's better to be safe than sorry. You can see here it went to number 36, so that would have been a miss there for us. Now these ones are typically very close together, but again, I just want to see if she's changed her spin, because you've seen in a few of my other videos that a dealer could be perfectly consistent, just nailing it over and over, and then all of a sudden a switch just flips, like the pit boss has said to her, someone's winning with your spins consistently, change it up a little bit. And you saw her there, she dropped the ball, so she seemed a little bit nervous. So I wanted to watch her just for a couple of spins and just get a feel for if she has changed her strategy. It did land pretty perfect there on number 36, so I would have got the win on that one. And this one that you can see is spread out way too much for my liking. So again, I don't make the bet with this particular one, especially when I'm so close to my goal as well. I only need a couple of wins and then I've hit my target. And if you're not sure, you should stop betting. You know, if you feel like something has changed, especially if you're close to your target, because I know the worst thing in the world is you're creeping up and up and up, and then you just like 20 or 30 pence off, and then you just blow it by going on a long streak there. So you can see number 28 came in. That is nice and congregated there. 28 goes down to number 2. I'm not sure if I start betting now or if I watch it. But yeah, no, I think I go for this one because it's fairly close together. And she has won. No, it looks like okay. I do watch it for one more spin. As I said, it is better to, especially if you're close to your target, to not rush into the bet. If you're watching it and she's hitting it over and over and over again, then it's fine. There's no sort of fear there. But if all of a sudden it went to a depth of 3 and you're a bit unsure, then it's time to just sit back and watch. Now you can see that went to number 26. That is perfectly in the middle there. So I think, you know what, I'm just going to go for the bet now. My paranoia eased off a little bit, and I thought, yeah, let's give it a try. See what happens. We only need 2 wins. So I mean, she has been very good. She does pretty much spin from the correct number each time. Like, she picked the ball up from number 26, and when she releases the ball, it's from number 26. That's what we're looking for. That went to 16, so that gave us the win there. So that was just perfectly in that little area there. So that's put me up to £158.60. So I'm only £1.40 away from my target. Decide to give this one a bet. See what we can do with this one. So if you watch, she picks the ball up from 16 and she pretty much releases the ball from 16. You really want to find a dealer that's doing that because that kind of gives you the consistency on the calculator. Now, for some dealers, it's chaos. They just pick the ball up and they just couldn't give a shit. They just spin it from wherever they want. So that went to number 15. That was a little bit unlucky. It didn't quite have the marbles to get round. But that's no problem because this area is looking beautiful here. Number 24, 16 and 20. Perfectly congregated. I put the neighbours on number 33. Again, because that's closer to the grouping there of 24 and 16. So I favoured that side a little bit more. And she gives this final spin. Again, she is spinning it nicely. It's not like she's messing with the area she's releasing the ball from. And you can see that beautiful on number 14. So right in our area. That puts me up to £162.80. So again, I've hit my target, which is nice. That means that I can have another blast on the next session. And you can see there the calculator on this particular spin is fairly scattered, so I wouldn't be doing the bet there. Now, what I do now is I close out of the window, and I like to, as always, just copy this string of numbers here. So I copy that, and then I just click on the homepage of Roulette calculators, and I like just to share that string of numbers with the members there, because of course we've got all of the tools. You can see them all up there. Okay, we've got all of the calculators, the area key, all of these different ones. Now, members on the network can take these numbers and they can try out their own strategies with a live dealer proper spin results, and they can just play around with the settings and find out what works best for them or what would have been the most profitable scenario. And once you do that quite a few times, obviously your chances are increased so much by knowing exactly what you're doing. Because with the tools, you don't actually have to bet every time. You can just use the tools to pretend and just see how you would have done. So anyway, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, Ed Clark, this is the third session that we've done. So we've taken £20 to 57 to 110 to 162. So it's not bad for a starting balance of £20. I've clearly, I mean, I could withdraw £140 now and still be up from my balance. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, again, I urge you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification icon and set yourself up a free account on this network here. It's a brilliant network full of great people, and what's more, it's free to join to use the social network features. If you want to use the calculators, then that's up to you. There's a membership fee there that gives you access to all of those. So with that said, thank you guys for watching again, and as always, bet smart.